Some people can tolerate being misunderstood for a while. Others cannot. For them, delay feels heavy almost immediately. If something important is said and the other person does not understand it right away, the nervous system reacts fast. The pause starts feeling dangerous. The lack of immediate clarity starts feeling personal. And suddenly, what might have been a normal delay in processing becomes emotionally loaded. That reaction usually has a history. If not being understood once meant being dismissed, blamed, punished, or emotionally abandoned, then of course, slowness will not feel neutral later. It will feel threatening. The body will not interpret it as if they need time. It will interpret it as something is going wrong. That is what creates the pattern. The person explains, then waits, but not really. Internally, they are already spiraling. They are scanning tone, looking for signs, trying to figure out whether the pause means rejection, indifference, conflict, or disconnection. The need is not only to be understood, it is to be understood quickly enough that safety does not begin to disappear. That is a painful way to live, because real people do not always process at the same speed your fear demands. Sometimes they need a moment. Sometimes they are confused. Sometimes they are tired. Sometimes they are slower at emotional language than you are. None of that automatically means they are leaving. But if your system learned that delay is dangerous, then waiting itself becomes the wound. That is why this pattern often shows up in otherwise reasonable conversations. The issue is not only what was said. The issue is what the pause starts meaning internally. Once a delay becomes a threat, the person feels an urge to explain more, clarify faster, repair sooner, or withdraw before the misunderstanding becomes fully painful. It becomes hard to let meaning unfold at a human pace. But not all slow understanding is rejection. Sometimes it is just slowness. Sometimes people arrive later than your nervous system wants them to. Sometimes clarity comes after the first conversation, not inside it. That does not erase how hard the wait can feel, but it changes what the wait means. Because if you treat every pause like proof that the connection is failing, you will keep living inside urgency even where there is no real danger. And urgency makes understanding harder, not easier. So part of healing this pattern is learning to survive the pause without turning it into a verdict, to let meaning take longer, to let people process without instantly assuming loss, to remember that not every delay is a sign that the truth was wrong, too much, or unwelcome. Sometimes it is only the gap between your timing and someone else's capacity. And that gap is not always the end of the connection.